The U.S. could authorize a third coronavirus vaccine for emergency use as early as today. An advisory panel for the FDA is meeting at 7 o'clock to review the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Now, if they recommend it to the FDA, that agency could sign off on it tonight or Saturday. Research shows the shot is about 66% effective.
And there are some key differences between this vaccine candidate and ones that have already been approved. Denver 7's Veronica ACOSTA joins us live this morning. And Veronica, it comes down to doses and storage.
It does. And, you know, this shot is kind of being called a game changer by those on both the federal and the state level simply because of its simplicity. It's a one-time shot, unlike that Pfizer and Moderna shot that are administered at this Jeffco vaccine administering site. And those do require 2 vaccine doses. Now, that is not the only difference here. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine, it is a whole lot easier to handle than those other 2. It can be stored in for at least 3 months in most standard refrigerators at temperatures 36 to 46 degrees Fahrenheit. It can also be shipped the way other Johnson & Johnson cold medicines are shipped. Now, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine also different than the first 2 vaccines that work through messenger RNA. A local immunologist from University of Colorado Anschutz Medical Campus explains.
The J&J vaccine is actually a virus, and it can infect your cell, but it can't replicate. It's replication deficient. So all of the processes by which your body recognizes the infection of the cell and then the immune response against it, that the J&J vaccine engages remarkably well.
Now, this vaccine was tested in at least 2 different sites right here in Colorado. There's an ongoing trial with 200 patients at Anschutz now. And the VA's Eastern Colorado healthcare system, they enrolled more than 100 people in trials. That was between November and mid-December. In Arvada, I'm Veronica ACOSTA, Denver 7.
In Colorado, researchers at hospitals, private companies, and universities are developing vaccines and other ways to fight the coronavirus. One of the vaccine candidates moving forward is called Solavax, and it was developed by a team at CSU. Solavax uses UV light and riboflavin to create an inactivated virus. It stimulates a person's immune system to fight the virus. The team is in talks with the National Institutes of Health about human studies, perhaps by the end of this year.
It's quite remarkable, and I think it speaks to the assets and the talents and capabilities and really the dedication of people here at Colorado State University that we've been able to marshal together many of these capabilities, many of these talents from our faculty, from our staff, from our students.
Executive Director Raymond Goodrich says he hopes the Solavax technology will help generate vaccines and maybe prevent another pandemic.